everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marisa Blanco. I am a third-year 5th grade teacher here in Houston, Texas, and just like Houston, Texas, we do get a lot of hurricanes. So for my subscribers or for anybody in Florida right now, please be safe with this huge hurricane category 4 that just made landfall this afternoon. I hope you guys are staying safe, but I just refilled my index cards, so that is good to go. I do want to show you guys some new additions to the classroom, and then I'll kind of dive deep into what I did with the students today because I really loved it. I think they were just so fascinated by what I taught them today, or the story that was taught. And so let me just go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so as you can see, I have went ahead and refilled this, so I'll just put this up here. I do need to find a better spot for it because I just feel like it looks kind of awkward there. I'm still debating on whether, seriously, children. Sometimes I don't understand what goes through their heads. Either way, I'm still debating on whether to make labels, and if I do make labels, it's not going to be something that covers up the entire thing like my old ones there. It'll most likely be like something here or on this side, most likely. Let me go to this trash. I did go ahead and show you everything else, but here is our new addition. Hold on, let me throw the trash away. Here's our newest addition. It's a freaking desk. But let me tell you all the story. Hold on, first let me show you. I can fit 2 people in here. Right now I have just one empty desk. And it's pretty sturdy. Yeah, pretty sturdy. It's made of wood. There's pretty much no chips, no scratches, like brand spanking new. So let me tell you all the story. So as you guys know, I did move out to my first apartment. I do have videos all about like apartment moving days and all that. But I was walking home and my apartment has like dumpsters like that if you want to go throw your trash away. We do have valet trash, but in case you have more trash. As I was driving by one of the dumpsters, that desk was on the side of the dumpster. Y'all, I took it. I did not fit inside my car, however, so I did have to pick it up and literally not drag it, but like literally heft it to my apartment. I deep cleaned it, Cloroxed it, Lysol it, everything you could possibly do to sanitize it. It has been done. So it's completely free of germs. And I decided to bring it to school because I don't need another desk in my apartment. I already have one that I got as a Christmas present. So I decided, you know what, let the kids have it. It's the perfect size. Like, it's not too big and it's not too small for the kiddos. And basically, I'm just going to use it like a station, maybe somewhere that we can use to, like, if the kids want to work with the letter tiles, now they don't have to be on the floor. Now they can be on the desk. I mean, it's just so perfect. And I did look it up online. It is about $100. So $100 that I got for free. And it's just so cool. So make sure you look around your local dumpsters, or if you live in an apartment, like near your apartment dumpsters, because some people throw away some perfectly good items. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I do see maybe why they throw it away, because as I was like dragging it from the dumpster to like my apartment, me sweating over here, the screws kind of come loose a lot, so I do have to screw it in quite a bit. Right now I have had no problem because it's stationary and no one is moving the screws, but I have a feeling that's probably why they threw it away, or wanted to throw it away, because the screws kind of come loose. I'm not sure if it's a manufacturing problem, but either way, like they say, another man's trash is another man's treasure, me being the case. So I'm super excited about that. So next to the desk, you do have these rolly cards. These are the infamous blue cards that you get, I want to say, at Michael's. My dad did spray paint it. If you guys can see closely, you guys might be able to see like the blue somewhere, but you can't really. My dad does a great job of painting. And what I have here are basically early finishers. So here are like the dry erase pockets, and then all of these are early finishers. I have lots of puzzles, some math things. I have lots of like decodables. I have like choice boards in here as well, like choice boards right there. So I already introduced that to the kiddos. This ones are same thing. These are early finishers, except this one is more like copies. So this one has like 20 copies of this page. So this one is going to be on this side, and then the bottom has the A4 envelopes, which the students take home every couple of weeks to like send home their papers. Still here, still don't know what to do with it. I have an extra American flag. My principal keeps forgetting that I need a Texas flag, but you know what? It's okay. I'm just not gonna worry about that right now. If we look to the left, you can see my vocabulary. One thing I am regretting though is last year I put up academic vocabulary, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't do that again this year, because I feel like there's just so much open space between this. But you know what, I'm not worrying about that right now. It's already 6 weeks into the school year. We got bigger problems than making this look pretty. But basically these are all of the words, especially like these Greek roots. We have been learning these Greek roots, and just words that the kids feel that they are using. I had a couple students help me decide like, oh, which ones are we working on? But as you can see, they didn't pick a lot, so I need to pick a couple more to fill in those empty spots. But yeah, so everything like logical order, like text structure, we're working on that now. Again, Greek roots, text features right there. Let's see, what else is our newest addition? Oh, the newest addition to our classroom, besides this, I need to hang it up, which I still have not, is now each student has a little mini pouch. So I gave them another magnet, so now they have two, and this is a tiny pouch. I got them from Amazon. Pretty much they're just the mini version of the A4 that you see right there. And I told them that these are strictly for your red pens and for your highlighters. They did ask me, Ms. Blanco, why didn't we just use the same hook that we were using the crayons for? And I told them that with the weight that the highlighter might add, it might not hold, because that's already like falling down sometimes. So I just wanted to give them a brand new hook, and if I feel like the second hook is not necessary, then I'll just take one away and they can share with the other pouch. But yeah, so this is where their red pen is gonna live, and then their highlighter. But the highlighters that the school provided us, it's back over here. These are the only highlighters I have. They're okay, but they have a really strong smell to them that some of my kids don't even want to use them. Like they say, oh no, Miss Blanco, I'm good, I don't want to use the highlighter, I'll just underline. So I did put some highlighters on my Amazon wish list if you guys want to donate, because it is true, I did smell them and they really do smell really bad. So I understand their frustration. So, and I also did put on my Amazon wish list a couple of these, like red ones, just because these are kind of starting to, they're not old, but I can tell that some of them are starting to not work as well as they used to. Today we did learn about genre and like subgenre, how there's 4 types of genre, and then every type of genre has like subgenres, like realistic fiction, historical fiction, fairy tales, folk tales, all that fun stuff. A student did give me 2 of her books that she doesn't use anymore, so I need to put these in my library. I need to label them and then put like a little sticker that represents their genre. Where are my other books? Oh, these books I need to put back in the library as well. Apparently one of my kids decided to take out the cover of one of my books and not tell me, so I need to find the book and put the cover back on. This is how my class looks like, and you can barely even see like the table back there, so you guys know that it's like a perfect height for my kiddos. Alright, so I'm at my desk because I do want to show you that tomorrow they are taking their vocabulary as well as their word study as well as their reading test. So I'm curious to see how my kids will do on that. Other than that, I did use this book, Success with Reading Comprehension. It went great. It has so many interesting stories that the kids absolutely loved. For example, today we did compare and contrast. So this was their homework. So I just printed it, made a copy, and then, no, I scanned it, made a copy, and then printed 50 copies. But this is the one that they used today. It was about Cinderella around the world, and y'all, they were so like amazed about how many different versions there were about Cinderella. Like, they went crazy. It was absolutely insane to see how many versions there are, like a Chinese, Korean, India version. So it's so cool. And we do have an Indian student. So when she gets back, she's sick right now. When she gets back, I do want to ask her, like, hey, like, what is your version of Cinderella? Just so we hear from other people's background experience. I was a little sad to see that most of my kids knew Cinderella, but a lot of them didn't. Like, there were some that knew, like, they had heard about Cinderella, but never read any of the movies, never watched any of the movies, never read any kind of book, never watched any video of Cinderella, nothing. I was like, what? Like, what? Like, this is y'all childhood. What are y'all so... I was so shocked. Because when I was a kid, I watched every single Disney Channel, like Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, everything. Like, every single one of them I watched. And it breaks my heart to hear that kids don't even know who Pocahontas is, or kids don't know who Sleeping Beauty is, or Snow White, or Cinderella. And I'm like, then what do y'all know? They know, like, the modern movies, like In and Out, or not In and Out, Inside Out, or The Big Red Panda, you know, those current movies. They know Frozen, they know Elsa, but in terms of like the oldies, they don't know nothing. I'm so sad. I was like, y'all breaking my heart over here. Either way, so that is happening currently right now, guys. I do have a small headache, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. I just wanted to show you the newest additions, which were the pouch and the desk, and just show you a little bit of what we did today with the Cinderella and the compare and contrast. Tomorrow I'll give you an update as to how my kids doing so far. Behavior is okay, just a little iffy on that class over there, same as always. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. my goodness. Oh, I can't even move. Okay, let me just take a breather. Okay, y'all. Ooh, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Oh, I didn't need to get my chips. Oh, and that's another thing, by the way. Now, before we go to lunch, now we have to make sure that the kids who bring lunch have a actually healthy lunch. Literally no chips, no sodas, which they never really even brought anyway, but particularly the chips, like no Doritos, no Lay's, no Cheetos, no Fritos, no nada. I'm like, really? Like, y'all just really don't want kids to be kids? Either way, let me be quiet on that situation. Today pretty much was a testing day. They did their Unit 1, Week 1 vocabulary test, and then their word study on Greek roots, and then they did their reading comprehension. Some of them failed, which I'm kind of surprised at because the actual story was not very difficult. I actually think it was one of the easier selections that they're going to go through. So the fact that some of them failed on what I think is the most simple or non-complex reading passage, I'm a little scared. They also did their spelling test, which they did a lot better on, and they also did their social studies quiz. I do have it, you can kind of see a little bit on the whiteboard, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did for the kiddos. I actually for the first time used anchor chart paper, so let me go ahead and show you. Alright, so to make it like a little bit more simpler for the kids, I basically took chart paper, the ones that have like the lines, and I basically made a big version of the spelling, like half sheet this way and then half sheet this way, and basically I just modeled what their paper is supposed to look like. We did do it really good on Unit 1 Week 1, but that was like 2 weeks ago, so I just wanted to show that again. And then here is their social studies quiz. I really threw them for a loop on this one. Here, let me back up a little bit more. Just because they're so used to like multiple choice, and this one they had to critically think, so they put their name, the date, the title, and then the directions. I told them they didn't have to write it, but I said, in your own words, write a definition for the vocabulary word and then use the word in a sentence. So I showed them an example from lesson 1, and then these were 3 of the words that they did for lesson 2. And let me tell you guys, when I told them the directions for the quiz, they were so surprised. They're like, hold up, what is this? We have never done this before. This is completely something new. And it was we have done something like it before, but not a quiz. It was me helping them. But I loved this just because, just like the STAR test, it's not going to be just ABCD or FGHJ. It's not going to be open-ended. It's not going to be written response. It's now going to be multiple choice, like A and B or B and C. It's going to be like a hot box, whatever that is called. Like, and same thing for the telepass. Like, they have to learn how to use writing. They just can't be used to like ABCD. They can't do that. Or like match the number or match the like definition and vocabulary word. So I'm trying to get them new ways to answer questions, and that's one way. And after I explained it, there were some complaints like, why I didn't study. Like, well, they did study, but they only studied like the definition to the vocabulary. They didn't critically think. So this made them really critically think about their response and how to use it in a sentence. So I'm really glad that I did use that. You did kind of see me change my objectives on the board. I do need to go ahead and finish because my testing coordinator did stop me halfway, and she called us to the front because she officially gave us our ELL accommodation checklist. And can I show you guys this without, I can show you guys this. So this is our ELL accommodation form. So basically we have to put the name, we have to put the campus, correct? the grade level in the academic year for 2022-2023, and then we have to put the previous year that they got on the TELPAS here. And if they're a new student, then we just put nothing, or if they do not take it, then we just put nothing. And then we do this section, beginning of the year. And basically we have to put any accommodations that they get, just because English is their second language. What I mostly put is wait time. I put extra time for assignments. I put they need a dictionary or glossary. I also said clarify directions, like I do that a lot with the kids. I also say like pre-teach vocabulary, rephrase, repeat, slow down, and there's like a whole bunch. I can give you like, I can show it to you guys. There's like a whole bunch, but I just mostly use a couple. Now for my tier ones that are like not advanced, but where they're supposed to be in terms of academics, I pretty much don't put anything, because if you think they're gonna exit the TELPAS, then this is gonna this is gonna stop them from passing in a way. For my tier 3, obviously the ones who need so much help, you pretty much kind of like fill in not every single thing, but like a lot more than you would your tier 1. Sorry about that, y'all. I have a feeling she's rearranging her room. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to sharpen the pencils. I'm still using my little itty bitty pencil sharpener, just because that brand new one that I have like over there, I don't want to use until the very last possible day that I can use this little itty bitty one. This one right here, because this one has lasted me like a year and a half, and it's like itty bitty. Can you believe that? But it's lasted me a year and a half. I don't want to use it until the day it dies. Then I will use that one. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but I did get 2 new books from one of my students, because she said that she had them at home. She's read them like thousands of times already, and that she really just wants other people to enjoy them. So that was very, very sweet of her. I also do have case applications. I don't know if the name is on. No. I have case applications. It is an after-school program. But for the students who do not take case, they will either go home at the end of the day, or they will do tutorials, which, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking, because I know you guys do not want to hear that. There was a comment saying that, why don't you guys close your door? We have, it wouldn't help. My door is closed. So this is the noise that you guys hear, that I hear every day for 8 hours. Well, not 8 hours. You know, when kids transition from class to class, they like make a lot of noise with the chairs. So this is pretty much what I hear from time to time. And yes, it is annoying. So that is another thing that I wish the school had, was closed walls. But either way, while she's rearranging her room, I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen the pencils and do a couple more things, and I'll let you guys see. Alright everyone, it is currently 4:35. I'm about to eat a lollipop that one of the students gave me. Super cute. Because I didn't eat and I'm blurry and my hair is crazy. But I need to update my grade book or my attendance pretty much. Oh, I do want to show you guys. What is this? Oh, totally forgot I put grades in here. Oopsie. But I do want to go ahead and I want to show you guys what I did do. Unfortunately, I do need to cover it up with some sticky notes because it does have students' name. Okay, so I can kind of show you far away. Okay, so this is my grade book, and pretty much we are required to have a list of the student roster for all classes. So if you are departmentalized, you need to have one for your first period, second period, and third period, just because you never know when you know the fire alarm is going to ring. So fortunately I only have 2 classes, so I have a student roster. I did print this like at 70 to 80% size, and then I just taped it to the front cover. And then here I am covering up my school's name, which you guys probably already know, but here I made like pretty much a tiny little pocket, just like out of a piece of paper. I just folded it in half and I just taped it. And then here is my clear and not clear sign, because I would have it with a paper clip, but unfortunately the paper clip just would not hold, and then I would have to like keep clipping it back on, or the paper clip would catch onto things like my shirt or another piece of paper and it just would not work. So I already am pretty set with that, so I'm really glad that I thought of the idea. The only thing that annoys me about this grade book is that they bought one with the tiniest amount. Like, look at this, the list goes to 50. And the weirdest part is that all of elementary got this, but not middle school. Middle school got the old one that had like 30 something kids. So how does elementary? Yes, I have 47 in total, but I'm only supposed to do my homeroom. My homeroom only has 23 students, so I'm not even using half of this entire page. So I just feel like they just chose the wrong one. I feel like this was supposed to be for middle school because they have a larger group of kids, like a big, like 30 or 20, 26. But elementary, some teachers have like 18. Some teachers have like 20. I don't understand. So it is kind of frustrating to do attendance on this little itty bitty little boxes. But I do have my pen that I did use. Let me show you. No, I'm so sad. Where's my pen? I just had it this afternoon. No. Where's my pen for real? No, I literally just saw it like an hour ago. Oh my god, y'all. No. Oh my god, y'all. I'm so sad. Where is my pen? Like, this pen is the tiniest little thing ever. Okay, I'm in distraught. I gotta go find this pen. I know I had it because I literally just saw it like an hour ago. Oh my god. Okay, I'll let y'all know if I find it. Give me a second. I found it. I found it. Oh my god, I was about to cry. I don't even think I logged out. Y'all, this pen is like the best thing in the world. Like, I did mention this last year, but this is the Micron brand. It's literally 01. It's literally what is it, 0.25. It's like the tiniest thing that you could possibly imagine. Look at that. Like, the camera can't even focus. Like, that is how itty bitty it is. I can't even focus, but y'all, it's like perfect for doing attendance. So if you guys are in need of a good pen, like tiny as the pen to write with, I do recommend this brand. Again, it is the Pigma Micron brand. I did buy these from Walmart, so go ahead and check it out if you guys need it. I do have like the 0.5 version, which is like I think 0.5, but this one is like perfect for getting like these tiny, hold on, I'm not trying to show names, these tiny little P's and A's and T's. I had to change that kid because he came after 10 o'clock, but I gotta do it. So let me go ahead and do this. This is the last thing I'm gonna do because they're about to kick me out, and I'm leaving work at work. I'm not taking anything home, and that's it. I'm closing up my book. Here's my mask. I need to put my pens and pencils back, like so. Put that back where it goes. Put my radio back where it goes as well. Okay, turn off my fan. Okay, I clocked out super late. I gotta make sure that all my kids were here. I think I had one kid on Monday that was absent. Yeah, one kid on Monday. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I sharpened my pencils, like I said. I did organize a couple things, but other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here as soon as I finish marking my attendance, and then we are good to go for Thursday. Tomorrow I will talk to you guys, and then I will upload this video, and then I will see you guys next week. So hello everyone, today is Friday. It is the last day of the week. I am getting out of here. It is currently 4:27. I did have to stop and talk to the testing coordinator because for some reason my testing was not showing up on the actual program. So I had to ask her hey, I'm having trouble. I've been doing this for 3 years and I have never had this problem before. Can you please help me? So she did. It took a while, 20 minutes to actually figure out what the heck was wrong. But once we did solve it, and now I know how to, actually do it. It is a new system, well, a new way of doing it, but it's the same system. I do want to go ahead and show you guys what I did today with the kiddos. Today I gave each of them 5 half index cards. So I did cut index cards in half, and basically they wrote the word and then the definition on the back. And I'm so proud of my kids because I told them that yes, some of you guys may want to talk, may want to work independently, which is fine as long as you are learning from it. But a lot of them, I show them how. That's one thing that I was watching from a YouTuber. I can't remember her name, but she was a kindergarten teacher. No, she was a 6th grade teacher. I apologize. She was telling the kids that a study guide is as useful if you explain it. So I explained how to do the study cards. I even modeled it. I even showed them. I even asked kids questions, or what is the course, and so on, and they really understood how to do it. And fortunately, I was able to see a lot of my students doing it correctly. So I think this next coming week's test will be a lot better because I think these are going to be very useful. Now the only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that they're literally 5 pieces of paper. Knowing my students, they're gonna lose these. So maybe I should buy some binder rings. I don't have any binder rings. Maybe the small ones. So that way maybe we can hole punch and then put the binder ring, you know, the cards in the binder ring. I'm not quite sure. But today they did their ELA weekly assessment, and then we did look at the vocabulary words for the upcoming week, and then we did look at our spelling words. They're learning vowel teams. I did kind of work on the lesson plan, but I just did not get to actually finish it or print it out or pretty much do anything. Unfortunately, I have been working a little bit at home on Saturday. So for example, I try to do the most grading done at school. Like, I don't do grading at home, okay? I especially don't take anything before, I don't take anything after school. I'm talking about Saturdays. So during the week I grade and grade and grade and grade and grade, but I don't put it online. I just leave it there. Now on Saturday now, and you can kind of see it like that little box right there, those are all my graded work. So now I actually need to put it in the actual paper, and then using that paper, I'm actually going to upload it with the keypad to the system. Now my battery is going to die, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. But we did have an amazing day. The behavior was excellent. Oh, my battery's going to die. There was a few problems with like coming and talking, so I did have to readdress that, show them again, model that, and they did much better the second time. All I have to do is just look at them crazy and they listen. I got my teacher look, y'all. I'm so happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because my battery is flashing. I hope you guys had a wonderful week, and if you don't, just remember that every week will be full of ups and downs, and not every week will be terrible as a lot of people think. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and see you guys next week. Bye guys.